Inner Traditions Audio presents The Occult in National Socialism, the Symbolic, Scientific, and Magical Influences on the Third Reich, by Stephen E. Flowers, Ph.D., read by Micah Hanks. Note to the reader. The author of this book is not a National Socialist, nor is he a promoter of Nazi ideology, which he finds reprehensible on many counts. At the same time, this is not an anti-Nazi propaganda work. As a scholar, the author simply seeks to understand the hidden dimensions of German history that led to the Nazi period, as well as the myths and legends that followed in its wake. Just because the author does not deploy pejorative adjectives at every opportunity, an apparent shielding technique used by many, does not mean he agrees with an idea. As an act of political disclosure, the author is a libertarian and proponent of a tribal, not nationalistic, organization of society. He is also a Ph.D. 1984 scholar, trained in Germanic philology and comparative mythology. Preface. It has been more than 75 years since the fall of the Third Reich, yet it continues to fascinate the minds of the world, both the rational and irrational. This strange fascination is only likely to increase over the course of the 21st century and beyond. Hitler and National Socialism have been inexorably linked, rightly or wrongly, to the whole topic of genetics, genetic engineering, and eugenics. As the future will bring us an accelerating use of genetic technologies, it is also likely that the myths and realities of the Third Reich will be used, positively and negatively, in the coming debates over such issues. But this is only part of the reason why an examination of the dark corners of National Socialist ideology is warranted. In placing these ideas into a general and objective context, certainly without extolling them as virtuous, but at the same time not condemning them as the ultimate evil, perhaps a more rational basis of thought and discussion can be established. I first encountered the idea of Nazi occultism when I read Trevor Ravenscroft's The Spear of Destiny in the springtime of 1973. This reading was soon followed by The Morning of the Magicians by Louis Puels and Jacques Bergier. As fascinating as these sorts of books were, I had questions about their validity. Many of my suspicions were confirmed just a few months later, when I began to collect and read the works of Guido von List. List was described by Ravenscroft as a drug fiend and sex maniac who was driven out of Vienna by the good burghers of that city. At the time, I was an undergraduate student majoring in German, but it did not take me more than a few hours of first-hand research to dispel all this as sensational.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?